Tonight we've got 4 tough-looking boulders for you, and that is our top 6.
Climbing is, but you'd be surprised the ability that you can climb, this level you can climb without so much strength if you really fine-tune your method.
Well, they're going to have to get good methods on this. This is Boulder number 1, our 3D rendition of it. You can start by coming across that slab and catching a big shoulder move there, a toe hook underneath. A zone hold, that's our first scoring opportunity. The aim of the game is to get to the top of the boulder, indicated there by the top, but the zone is the first scoring opportunity. Do-Yeon Lee comes out at 19 to try to do just that. Setting himself up here, getting some momentum. Starting the swing back and forth, leaps out, catches it, and there is the toe hook locked in. Much better method from Do-Yeon Lee. Up to the zone, wait for that to be awarded. Look at the bottom left of the screen, that box will fill up halfway, and there it is for the zone, and he's onto the final hold. Thumb scrag up top, needs to match it, does so.
Looked happy with that. His toes seem to roll along the hold, and you really need to activate, pull that leg up in order to lock you in.
I want to explain his footwork here because he starts left and right and then does a strange little movement. That's because he has to start where the red line is indicated, and he makes it into the zone this time. Uses the blocked crimp, unlike Do-Yeon Lee. And now thumb into the top. And he needs to work out how to bring that left hand. You have to match the final hold in control.
You need to really pull with that right heel to lock you in. He's struggling to get the tension there on the right-hand side.
And that's what I was talking about. Yeah, brushing. Cleans the hold.
Gets all that chalk and grease off, which climbing is always a game of friction.
Well, Yoshiyuki Gata knows the sequence now. Bump out to the right. Has he worked out this left hand, though? He needs to bring it in, match the top.
Keep an eye on that right side. That's where he's going to create the tension that's going to lock him in.
Creeps up, holds it. That will be awarded. Onto the stage, you can see from his picture compared to his normal hair, he changes things up a bit. He's a real character on the circuit, and he's going to be relishing this opportunity to show what he's got here tonight.
And there we go, we have just seen it. Looking, grabbing with the left hand and able to open up and throw that left toe hook out.
So bumping up, will he ignore the crimp? He does. He's looking at it now, thinking maybe it's a left hand, but I think he's going to ignore it. Oh, see what he's thinking, he's trying to get a left toe.
Wow, power to spare there.
I think you can see that in the way he climbs. A really springy, dynamic style.
Yep, certainly, and we do describe that as a style more gymnastic with these larger movements, more explosive.
So crosses through with that toe locked in, up to the zone. She makes look way better than it actually is. Left foot in order to bump that left hand. Locks in the heel, and he's on the final hold. Now it's the problem of matching. Doesn't want to snatch at it. Thumb on the black. Matches, and that's not going to count. So that's the starting position. 1 red line for each volume.
There we go, he learned that move perfectly. Executed immediately after.
Up to the top with the heel locked in. That's what he has to work with. That's the match, and that is going to be a top.
Then they have to get that toe hook in really quickly. Whereas if they have that momentum right, as they pull the right hand hold, it's going to take a sec before they're far enough to put the toe hook in.
So Meichi established and up. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there as he came into the zone, bumping both hands at once. And this top sequence, we know it can be challenging if you rush it.
Look very comfortable putting that heel in and bringing the hips up. Definite use of flexibility and solid finish there.
What a strong performance in the semis from him. That Boulder 3 we saw earlier on, we just thought was impossible until he turned up.
Oh yeah, definitely one of those very unique moments we get to see someone with so much skill. And there we go again.
Straight in and in touch in terms of attempts. This is the heel we've seen them all do, and he's thinking about maybe going towards that blocked crimp. Straight away ignores it as he stands up.
Fixing that left foot. He needs to find some stability. Is he going for the Max Milne method?
He is, toes in, and an easy match eventually for Yannick. Max Milne, we just saw him flashing that boulder. Excellent effort from him. Meichi Narazaki, Yannick Fluit, Tomoe Narasaki, Doyon Lee, and Yoshiyuki Ogata. Well, this is boulder number 2. And one of the most complicated things I think I've ever seen on a climbing wall.
There is an absolute spray of holds all over the wall. Really interesting, the use of volumes to manipulate the angles the climbers are working with. It seems like maybe overkill, but actually every volume on this wall will affect how the boulder's climbed.
There is the zone hold. An interesting section in the middle. It goes up and then it goes down. And that is the top. On the wall, he's got to start climbing. So this is a tricky start for him. Now he's established. So now the journey begins, and it is a journey. As he looks up above his head to a blocked crimp for accuracy, swings out left. And now he's got to drop down to these. So he generates a bit of momentum and swing.
Wow, that was impressive.
A little flick, got it done. Into the zone. I'll wait for that to be counted. Oh, jumps out left and then re-catches the zone with the right hand, blocks with the foot, a drop knee, big drop knee in order to reach up to the top. Up he goes. He seems to have got this start a little bit more nailed down now. Let's see if he can recreate that again. And look at these flicks, the way he does it. Watch this right hand dropping down. There it is, the right hand in, the left hand catch, and just makes that.
See how he snatched out to get that left toe. That kind of saved him. That was very impressive.
That's the flick again into the zone. Each move looks like he's coming down, but he's somehow holding it together as the minute goes on the clock. This could be his last attempt with energy.
Looking tired on this left arm. Not how he wants to feel, but has he found something? No. And when he put his hand on it, his brain said, okay, I can pull really hard on this. And it forgot about the rest of the body and what was going on there. And he just pulled his feet off the wall.
So into the crimp and out left. And this is this downwards movement, swinging, kicks off with the legs, catches the right and then flicks into the left. Great looking move, isn't it?
Very casual there.
Elevator, holding it, open an elevator door, style move there.
Here we are, Yoshiyuki through the first crux.
So he's coming over to the left. Out he goes. And now he's got one move towards the top, catches it.
Very powerful here, misses the foot.
Up he comes into the first press position, right foot up, reaches to the crimp. And then this kick sequence we watched before, dropping down, way more fluid now from him. Matches into the zone, and this is the move that's causing him problems. He makes it work. Final section to go. He's got time, 15 seconds. Needs to bring the left in, but falls from high.
Got less surface area on the volume, making it very high risk to hold on to. And that is what's sort of affecting his struggle here.
Yeah, watch that left arm. It's fully extended as he comes in much better this time, and he's got the right. And now he's doing this big move out left, and this is more Max's territory now. He knows how to approach these boulders, comes out, executes perfectly into the drop down. And now that zone is coming closer. Will Max get into a scoring position? We're waiting for it to be awarded. Flicks out. Oh, bicycling through the air as he jumps up to the top of the leaderboard just with that zone. Now, can he finish it off? A match for Max. One hold away. Sticks the right. Brings the feet up and comes down.
Good for him, and he has to repeat that again. And then he knows, he's thinking about what went wrong on that final move and how to correct it.
The moment where he got that crimp, you could see his whole body language change. It was a style he now enjoys doing, and here he goes again. Kicks back and forth. A huge drop-down swing this time. Massive shoulder strength required for that move, and again he's into the zone. Watch as he flicks once more, catches it. Max Milne has got energy to burn here as he eyes up the top. Now, watch the feet, he doesn't want to pop. He's close. The left hand comes in. He matches, looks at the audience, hypes them up. Max Milne has topped.
Bring them across into the next section.
Crowd getting behind him now with 2 minutes 50 left on the clock. Easy into the block crimp this time. Smooth through this section. Laser guided onto the next holds.
Great retraction there, extended all the way, but stopped the fall.
He eyes up the left, watches his right hand flick and catches. That's still high, 4.5 meters, especially if you're doing moves like this at the top. So Tomoa standing up into the crimp once more. He makes this move look so controlled. And this is the big drop down swing. Out he goes. Getting better and better at that move as he comes into the zone once more. Watch the right hand. As he eyes up the flick. Sticks it this time. And a grunt from Tomoa. Into the right, watch how high his feet need to go, and the left bobbling, the feet slipping. But there's no wind here in the stadium right now, so could be slippy in there for the athletes.
Yeah, slightly more difficult conditions than the female finals last night.
Samoa, lovely swing once again. Works his feet across, a toe scrubbing down low. Out with the right, now he needs to keep everything tight for this move. Brings the left up right, and a big fall from Tomoa Narasaki. So Yannick, the last athlete out. What can he do with this? See the difference in stretch. He has to get a higher right foot. Much more difficult move for him, but moves through it fairly easily. A lovely method through there. Catches with the right, then pops the left. But this move is all about the power of the flick. He's got to go out with the left and re-catch that zone hold with the right hand. Out he goes, left, right. Holds it, and Yannick is still on for a flash here, but needs to keep it together for this final move. High right foot, drop knee, and goes high up on the volume.
Different style of setting is getting new climbers to the front, which is really interesting part of the sport.
So Yannick gets that right foot. Oh, for a second he didn't have that, but decided to push through anyway. This is this lovely method he's using.
So nice and comfortable through there.
So, he had a long rest. Has he got something back? No, he hasn't yet. Calls of Alfgates echo through the stadium as German teammates get behind him as once more he launches across the wall, easy through the drop down. Big left and the right sticking this time. So has he learned from that first attempt? Goes high and massively dynamic on that. Max Milne leading the way. Yannick Flo and Tomoa Narasaki are top 3 podium contenders at the moment. 2 boulders to go and everything can change. 3D boulder of Boulder number 3, and this is all about pressing.
All about pressing. I love the start where you step up onto, it's treated like a slab, but it is definitely not a slab. You are on an overhang. You step into these 2 thumb catches, almost simulating not what you would expect in a normal climb, but very hard to do. And then pressing up towards the zone. From this point on, it is all about the shoulder power. We're going to see some shoulders popping out of their bodies. Yeah, very much so. We saw Do-Yeon Lee on those last attempts on the previous boulder. He looked a bit tired, so potentially he will be a bit more conservative with his energy now.
Palms underneath, that's the dots of friction I was talking about. He's got both of them, but now he needs to go a long way to the right. Gets a foot up, and now he can begin this pressing sequence that we were chatting about.
And this left foot he puts his foot on is exceptionally poor.
Yeah, he's drilling his foot into it, a hole on the volume itself. Pushes up with the palm, creeping himself over once more. We thought it might be a thumb scrag move through this, but it's more palms at the moment.
Looks like you can get more force with the palms. Wouldn't be surprised if other athletes choose different methods.
So palms out, flips that palm pointing downwards. Oh, fully backwards, holding the swing somehow.
So much power there. That was incredible to watch.
I'm sure we'll get a replay of that later, because that
now
was
he has
special.
to do another one.
Oh, not working for him though. It's tough, this climbing life. Yoshiyuki Ogata stands up, palm into the top.
There we see the shoulder muscles coming out.
Oh, that's a handcuff move. We saw this in the women's final. Crossing himself up, but it's so awkward to then get your feet through, but he makes it work.
That is all pressing through the hips to drive across, and
it's like a human flag move, that, isn't it?
I think it's a lot harder.
Yeah. So he now gets to rest, leaning backwards, keeping his arms straight in order to rest properly. That's a better position than arms curved.
Shoulder power round 2.
Oh, it's a disgusting looking move, but he's high up on the wall, one away, and a massive fall. Will we see a change up in beta as the clock ticks down towards 48 seconds? Max has been in control so far, but this could be his first hesitation. Comes out, will look to drop in once more. He's going to try it again, 30 seconds. That left foot, though, is causing him so many problems when he makes this move. And there, you can see just popping off, spiraling backwards, but gets his right foot up, and almost by accident, he's got into a good position.
Breaking through.
And into the zone. Well, he took advantage of it. Can he finish it off now? 14 seconds to go. Presses backwards, kicks off on the wall, and a roll out. So Tomoe Narasaki is back on. His finals moving quickly.
Very comfortable through that first section.
Right, let's watch this. We've seen a few different ways. Oh, and look, yeah, he's done the Maxwell. He's looking at it, certainly. Sees the right foot, locks it in. And he easily gets stood up. Right hand on the zone. And now, let's see if someone can unlock the top of this wall. Out with the left, and now pressing with that left shoulder. Can't see the top that he's going towards. Comes out, that left foot drilled into the little nub, and he's trying to bring the right foot up into play, but can't quite get it. He's hanging, his shoulders have only got so much in them.
He got through the first time so quickly and comfortable, maybe potentially even too relaxed on that next attempt.
He crosses his arms as well, and then drops down outright, and I think he'll do the same method. That's levitating up. That's a great feeling move, you know.
Oh,
it's awesome when you get one of those in the gym.
Very nice as you pop through, but super high risk with no texture on the left hand.
So keep an eye on this fist method he uses, or did use. Oh, but we're not going to get to see it. Fantastic effort to set these boulders for us here tonight. So he comes through, bumps out, and he'll levitate up once again. Hovers in the air, right foot up into the side pull. He looks so relaxed in this position. Right, now he locks off that left. Keep an eye on his right hand. Oh, but he's popped the foot and then the hand.
Corner and then reaching out to that volume to the left that none of the other climbers have done. In saying that, getting your feet up by your face is going to be very difficult at his height.
Absolutely, you have to check his flexibility. So Meichi down with the palm. Tries to get the left foot up. Will he use this powerful method of catching it? He has got long legs, but makes it look simple.
Really able to reach up into that press. His height is helping him a lot here.
Yeah, it is, because he managed to go straight into the left press. Tomoe had to jump into it. Oh,
what a save.
Watch that left foot. It's not on a lot. There's a little tiny jib screwed in. Could we see it first time? He's got an elbow into play there. He's trying to reach back far, far behind him, and it is a jug, that final hold, but getting to it is the fight. Looks at this starting position. There he goes, the right hand on that volume. Goes for the bump across. He's going to bring the left palm up just above his head. Creeping through, you can see his core tensing.
Feet just weren't in the happiest position. He did have to bump his foot to the right to get that center of gravity across, but he did figure it out after a second.
So let's see which method he's thinking about here. Left foot up, fairly standard. It's the next part of this climb that can change, and he's going to go statically into it, catches, swings back, human flag on the wall as he brings the right foot in on the sloper and into the resting position. Good work from Yannick on his first attempt.
There's the shoulder power and touches the zone. He'll have that to a score.
All right, I, for one, cannot envisage this last move, how the athletes are going to get turned around onto the top. Can Yannick show us the way? Oh, huge catch with that shoulders. You're right, he has got the shoulders for it. There's just an extra level of protection between themselves and the mats, because the mats get filthy with chalk.
Now let's see if he finds some better foot placement this time to bring his weight across. Looking more comfortable for sure now.
Little swing, palm down, and he turns his attention to this left foot. And he's going to look for a little pop. The left foot comes off. He holds the swing. Got to keep concentrating till he gets stood up though, and he's got a minute on the clock.
Now he'll be getting in the zone. This might be his final fight on this boulder.
Big jump out, much higher this time on that left volume. Brings the left foot, but that left foot is dual text. There's nothing grippy on it. That's a very risky move from Yannick. How is he still standing? Drops in, and now he's going to top out.
That was incredible.
Sum things up. Yannick Floet with that effort jumps into first position. Max Milne in second. Tomoe Arasaki third.
Absolutely outrageous moves, I would pitch to say. Really, really big first move. So right and left hand in these starting positions, and potentially a bicycle on that black volume, and a massive, massive throw out to that hold on the volume, screwed onto the volume, coming across to the zone. And then as they come up to this section, you can see the hold on the next big volume is not pulling straight down. He knows it's his last climb of the day. He may as well keep going at it.
Again with 19 seconds out. And this time he brings his palm back in to stop the swing. Should get a zone out of this as long as he can keep it together. Campuses into the crimp. High right toe, and now this is a huge move. Oh, the bump up right.
Rehearse the movement a couple of times before they can stick it. But if one does do it first time, so much more impressive.
Yeah, the flash on this, but he's done it second go. Straight into the crimp. Now it's high toe and his slap to the side pull dish. Up he comes. That's the toe that's hanging in. Gets the right hand, gets the left, matches, and he's going to aim for that jib. At 1 o'clock, he's reaching for it. He hasn't found it. Slightly to the left, Oh, and misses it. On that big yellow ball.
Great press from the right hand to stop that rotation out left.
Up with the right, matches. Incredible move with the toe that high. Looks for the crimp. Can he get it? He's reaching for it. Ah, he was close that time. It's there. Sitting in second with the potential to come first. This is a massive moment in his career. Flings out. Oh, nearly held it then. This could be the try. 30 seconds to go. Oh, again, coming close. 25 seconds on the clock. If your heart isn't beating, you're not human in this moment. What a dramatic end to our final here. Comes in once more. He's going to run. So Tomoe will go again. He's had 2 attempts. This is attempt number 3. Oh, makes it. Catch and swing and fling himself around. Gets the crimp. Campus is out, high toe, and this is the savage move up to the side pull, which he spins down on.
Blows some of the chalk off that hold.
Ah, catches with the right. The blow obviously worked. Out onto the crimp. High feet now. Trying to get the hook in. Locks it now. Wait for this move. That right hand will slam upwards into the side pull. Tries to get the left out. Drops back down. 2.5 minutes on the clock, which means now's the time to start committing. Oh, and brings that left through and spins back.
Great spin. Just going with the momentum, refusing to let it pull him off.
Had such an awkward left hand, he had to flick over. So he looks up once more, trying to measure the distances. And that volume, the black volume down low, hasn't got a lot of grip on it.
Great spin. I love this as he just continues with the momentum, bringing the other hand under. So as he twists off, he actually catches it with the other hand.
36 seconds to go. He gets to fling it himself at this move once more. Readjusts with the hand, palming, pressing down with the left, and then coming off that crimp. Can he finish in style here?
Yes.
Makes it work this time.
Presses up to stop the swing. Not pressing the opposite direction, just pressing up.
High toe. Oh, but he's going to drop back down. He's going to try to... No, he's not. I thought for a second he was going to try to campus it. There's the toe in.
That is a risky toe. He is right on the edge of it.
The match in the dish. And now this move to the jib. It's a long way. He doesn't know where it is. He's blind hunting for it. And it's not where he thought it was.
Going to go again. Not quite the activation, but can he fix it this time? Yes! Holding on with that right hand, nearly killing the swing all the way from the lower hold.
Up with the right. Right, he's got another chance on this. Where is that jib? He comes down. So Yannick Floe at the top, followed by Max and Tomoa Narasaki. That is our podium finishes. Doyon Lee, Yoshiyuki Ogata, and Michi Narasaki down in 6th place. And there is our top 3. So our next competition will be in Innsbruck, Austria, in a couple of weeks' time.